there. Welcome and thank you for joining us on the Bourgeoisie show. My name is Ehi Rhiannon. I am your host. Today we have a fashion designer, Eniola Hundain. She has a clothing line called David. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to talk about fashion, but I do know it's something that is very global. It affects a lot of people. So she's going to give us her expert opinion on what she thinks on some fashion trends. So Eniola, my first question for you today is, what inspires your style?
My style is inspired by my life experiences and my family, my mom, my sisters, my hair and food. I love the art of eating and all of that. So I'm inspired by just life, basically. Yeah.
Okay. Now I know a lot of people when they get up in the morning, there's a lot of things that inspire the way we look. Maybe it's the weather, maybe it's a mood, maybe it's a feeling. Do you have one of those? Like, what makes you dress up the way you do on a Monday morning?
Wow. I guess mostly is the way I'm feeling. Like, sometimes you could see me and I look homeless, but that's the way I choose to look that day, and it doesn't bother me what anybody else thinks. It's just how I'm feeling, and it's an expression of, I guess, who I am.
Okay, so when you say homeless, that actually to go about the streets with, like, I don't know, torn pants, or what do you mean?
Yeah, it's like literally torn clothes, or like maybe a pair of torn jeans and like layers. You know when you just went so many layers? You know how homeless people tend to carry everything with them?
Right.
And I'm like, just wearing lots of stuff, and that's really the way I'm feeling that day, and I just go ahead and I go with it.
Okay, you were one heart homeless girl, I tell you. Okay, so as an African person as somebody from an African background, how would you say I can stay contemporary and chic and look modern at the same time still hold on to my African roots? How would you say I can express that?
Okay. Well, I think the most important thing is knowing about your roots. A lot of us don't even know anything about, I guess, our history or whatever. If you know your heritage and you love it and you're connected to it, you would find that you're more true to yourself, and it's easier for you to merge your experiences with the West. By living in Canada or wherever, a lot of Africans today are in the diaspora. If you are connected with that heritage, you find that it comes almost naturally to merge both experiences. Yeah.
Now, speaking of merging both experiences, I see you wearing a pair of blazer and an African bottom.
Yeah.
Would you say that when you go out looking like this, what is there a two-faced look, or is it neither here nor there? How does that?
No, I describe it as Afropolitan.
Okay.
And also I like contrast, so I like to wear something that sometimes I wear stuff and people think, oh, they don't look good together, but I just like the contrast. So yeah.
Okay, talk to me about Afropolitan. I'm interested in that word. Where did that come from?
I think it was my friend that told me about it, and then I just went on the internet. There's hardly anything you can find on it because it's like, I think it's a new term, honestly. I've seen other words like Negropolitan, but really what it was described as, from what I understood, is the African who is still African, whatever, but they are exposed, and they can go for a party and they know house music, and they can still go to, like, I guess a Nigerian party, they're from Nigeria, from Ghana or whatever, and they still know the music from their home country. So it's being like connected and being conscious, and the Afropolitan is just that person who is unique because of the heritage, but is also breaking boundaries all over.
Okay, now I know we spoke backstage about, the Afropolitan, it's a culture on its own.
Yes,
it goes beyond fashion. Talk to me about that, like stepping out, the Africans stepping out of their comfort zones, like them, being at the higher pedigree in society.
Yeah. Okay, it was another thing that actually inspired me. One of my friends, one day I was talking to him and he said, your last collection, it reminded me of a young African girl who lived in a penthouse in Manhattan. And while everybody's going for parties in the same designer clothes, she just wears, the stuff that I created. Yeah, he was referring to my clothes. Said she wears that, but then like she stands out completely. And I really saw where he was coming from. I forget your question.
Okay. No, what I was actually going for was I wanted you to talk more about that person as an African and
Okay,
still
okay.
stepping out of the box.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I get my train of thought. So basically, the Afropolitan woman, I'm just gonna, not that men can be Afropolitan, but I'm just gonna talk about women. The Afropolitan woman is one that, you know, she can break boundaries. I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise anymore if you hear that an African nurse is leading her team, or, you know, a surgeon from some country in Africa is winning a prize, or some, you know, it was getting recognized. Because I think when people think about Africa, they just associate it with certain things: hunger, pain, suffering, you know, darkness, but it's not always that.
Right.
And what I'm trying to do with I have a collection coming out called the Afropolitan Collection. I'm trying to awaken this consciousness and let people know that it shouldn't, like you, it shouldn't be something like, wow, oh, Ehi is leading, you know. People should get used to it.
I totally love that idea, because here on the Bourgeoisie show, I'm all about helping people to find out what they're really good at, helping people to achieve their dreams and step further and take a step further in whatever areas of their lives, as long as they're living their lives passionately and not getting closed up in a box.
Exactly.
Because I'm so fed up with people, you know, marginalizing themselves because you come from certain areas, you know. So I'm really, you know, interested in, you know, in doing that.
Yeah.
So, but I have a last question to ask you. Looks are everything, yes or no?
Wow, that's very tricky. I'm gonna say yes, just because whatever it is, it's all about what you see. Whatever it is, I'm not necessarily, it's a deeper answer. It's not just superficial, like, oh, it's either you're pretty or not. No, it's more about, at the end of the day, if you don't see, you don't see. And everything we do is based on what we see. So yeah, it looks at everything.
I would have to agree with you on that one, because I think fashion is a mode of expression. Like you said, it's not just about the makeup or the superficial things. It also says it carries a deeper message.
Of course.
So like I said, maybe what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what is going through your mind, what is, you know, the next step you're taking in life. Everything shows itself from the way you dress. Exactly. So what does a David chick look like on a normal day?
In one word, I'm just gonna say powerful. Powerful, because a David woman, really, she's on top of her game, and she's not letting society suck her in. She's defining society. So a David woman ideally just looks powerful. That's why I like the color black. Like, I just think it's, you know, that's like power.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as a fashion designer, this is the very last question. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but what can you absolutely not stand in today's fashion? I know you said trends, but I'm sure there's some things that just really bug you, and you're like, why is that person wearing that?
Okay. I don't like seeing people wear like yellow pumps, yellow belts, yellow earrings, yellow necklace, yellow clutch, yellow, like, come on.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're about people getting creative, getting personalizing the fashion, and not necessarily just taking it from the mannequin and straight to your butt. Right?
I also know. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I see people, I'm like, oh my gosh, did she just study like the Zara mannequin and then she bought the exact outfit? Like, where are you? I don't like uninspired looks. I like when you can see thought, and even to the point where it might look stupid, but, you know, for example, Khalees just came out with like this pink cat suit, like a jumpsuit.
I watched that.
Yeah, she had like some long hair, like it looked like a tail.
I saw
that. Oh my gosh, she looks like one of the avatars that she was inspired by. But I felt like, you know, she's just come out of a divorce, and, you know, things are different for her. At this point, she probably just wants to move on, and so she doesn't care what everyone else thinks. And for that, I really appreciated, you know, that outfit. Yeah, so I think when you dress up, it should be an expression of, you know, who you are, what you stand for, and what you believe.
Well said, very well said. Thank you so much for sharing those words of wisdom with us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. As you have heard, fashion should be a mode of expression, and, you know, try to personalize whatever you wear. Try to wear it with all of you in it. You know, so just don't wear it because the mannequin says so. Wear it because you really want to wear it and it comes from you. So I'm sure if you do that and you stay Afropolitan, you would stay a bourgeois. Thank you, Annie, for coming, and I appreciate you. Thank you guys for watching. Remember that you can always tune into your website. Our website is www.tafikalive.com to watch this show. Thank you for watching, and stay a bourgeois. Have a good one.
did you put everything together?
Oh, well, this is a men's shirt. I love,
Very good information.
this is a men's shirt, and I just put a belt on top. I just, it looks good. It's okay.
It does look good. Really? You're a diva, eh? Talk to me about your style.
I'm wearing the same dress as you.
Actually, this is the same dress. Okay, see how she paired it up? I like the sweater on it. I didn't think about doing that. What do you think about your style? What are you looking for when you go into the store?
Something pretty.
What do you look out for when you go to the mall?
Whatever is trendy, what everybody's wearing, I guess.
Yeah.
I like to stick out, but I don't like to dress like everybody else.
Yeah.
Like I like to pull I'll see people wear something, and I'm like, okay, I like that. I'll put that with something else I saw somebody else wear.
To be a little bit casual, but still still trendy as I go along.
What of the nerdy look?
I need glasses, so basically that's all came together.
Your ensemble here looks very nice, by the way.
Thank you. Just business casual H&M all the way, Aldo in the bottom.
All the way? That's
Yeah,
the
a
combination.
CK watch
Yeah.
to rock it. That's it.
Okay.
This is my mom's from like the 80s.
Wow. So it's vintage.
Yeah, it's
I like
vintage.
that. I like.
But the dress, I bought the dress from Jane and Finch Mall, and then I bought these shoes to match the dress.
Hi there, here are my 5 fashion don'ts. Wearing baggy clothes. Please don't wear clothes that are too big for you, because when they're too big, they do not accentuate your body shape and type. Number 4, wearing clothes that are too tight. So just like wearing clothes that are too big, there's also a problem when you wear something that's too tight for you. It does not look good. So if you're on the bigger side, try to wear something that fits you, your body shape and type. Number 3, wearing clothes that are too casual. It's important to dress for the occasion. You don't want to look sloppy. You want people to take you seriously. Number 2, overdosing on accessories. Now, ladies, if you're wearing earrings, you don't have to wear neck chain and bangle all at the same time. You can pick and choose the ones you wear. Number 1, matching overkill. Some of us think because you're wearing a pink bag, you have to have a pink pair of shoes. Not really. You can get creative with this. Okay? So now that we're done with the things you should not do, let us move on to the things that are okay to do. Fashion do's. Number 5, presentation. If we remember that presentation is key, we will always carry ourselves as a brand. It's important to carry yourself, like you want people to treat you. Number 4, dress accordingly. Dress according to the occasion. So if you're going for a business meeting, dress in the business attire. If you're going for dinner, dress in in a more casual, relaxed attire. Number 3, spice up your look. Get creative, ladies. You can go for a nerdy look, you can go for an elegant look, you can go for a glamorous look. Guys, also this applies to you. Get creative with your look, spice it up. Number 2, be comfortable. Comfort is very, very important. So if you're gonna wear a pair of heels and you're standing for 12 hours, that is not gonna work. If you're not comfortable, you cannot be productive, and it can affect your mood, it can affect your day. So we don't want that. Get comfortable. And finally, dress to impress. If you're a bourgeois, you have to dress like one. You have to be looking fabulous every time, because you just never know, right? So I hope I've been able to help. I hope I've been able to smoothen some things out. So thank you for watching. Stay a bourgeois.